From the corner.
Yeah. Sometimes your stock is just higher.
I'm telling you, that's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's probably one of the worst things I've ever heard. Let's move on.
Just like that.
And we're rolling, boys. What's up?
What up, yo?
Welcome to another edition of From the Corner. How you guys doing?
No, lack yourself,
Yeah, good. I'm getting a little bit over this the situation, the self-isolating nonsense, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, bro. Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
You know, the COVID cases have gone down, and you'll be pleased to know that Derek Lewis's opponent also went down.
And he went up.
We're gonna
went
talk
down
about
hard.
we're gonna talk about the Black Beast today. We're gonna talk about Chris Weideman's return, and we got some little snippets of news for you in between that the listeners can all enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's good to be back. I mean, this is all new from the corner. We've got some new artwork. Once again, thanks to Matt Holly for sorting that out. It's onwards and upwards from here, boys.
Yeah. Good old Scallywag sponsorship, bro.
Yeah, good old Scallywag. Go check out Scallywag and Design Bar Collective on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, his chili makes me think of Gilbert Burns, but that's only because.
Burns.
So, how do you guys want to talk about this card? Do you want to go straight into the main
Are we going to
event?
go straight into it? No, I want to. No, I haven't seen you in a while, Danny boy. I wish
you guys
to.
first, and also I'd like to work my way up the card from the lesser names.
Yeah. But I want to know what you've been up to, dude. How you doing on your side? I haven't spoken to any of you guys. So, a little bit of banter.
Well, Jared,
Get straight
you
into
go
it.
first. How are you doing, Jared? I don't have any Rugani with me today. I'm using a quell to quench my thirst because Rugani's not like they used to.
No, life is back to the grind, eh? Back to work today.
Yeah.
Had a nice little holiday. It was cool. But now back to the grind.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is, like Max would say. But I saw you not only have some new ink, you've got a massive back piece, and it looks epic. I have to say that.
Dude.
Oh, thanks. I've got a massive back.
We'll have to. You've got a massive back. We'll have to do something about that. But we'll also have to maybe link a little link in the Instagram to show the viewers your back piece.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, maybe when it's finished, then we can.
Yeah, I think we should show like an entire new entire segment of from start to finish because, dude, how much time have you spent doing that whole back piece?
7, so it's 21 hours. 21 hours there, about 18 hours under the gun.
Damn.
Your longest at a time is 6, eh?
So yeah, it's about
nuts, dude.
6.5 hours.
I cried like a little baby after 3, so
Don't worry, when you get your big boy pants, you'll do it.
Daniel, you yourself have got some new ink yourself, man.
Or it's like an arm piece, yeah. We'll link to the tattoo when it's finished as well. just for the listeners. No,
So now we've
shaded still, yeah.
We've got one ink virgin still with us, so it's fine. We'll get you.
Doesn't Papa G have a from the corner tramp stamp under his?
I do not, and I still do not have any ink to date, and I don't think I ever will do. I don't know why. I have no idea why.
You don't put a bumper sticker on a Lamborghini, but
yeah, that's actually that's good, dude. I love it. But good fights this weekend, eh? Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so the main one for me that stood out was the co-main. But I think let's work our way up the card and tell us about the new young guns. Who's got bags of talent? Who needs to get out and go back to
what was good on the prelims? I didn't see any of the prelims.
Well, for me, This card. We talking
A lot of featherweights on the card.
because
If you look at the prelims as well.
what was the last card we even talked about, guys?
It was the fight night. Whitaker.
Yeah,
Till.
so, we missed Derek Brunson, so we need to just catch up on that quick.
No,
It
well,
was
that's what I was
UFC
going to say. Brunson, Shahbazyan.
Sorry, I was going to say UFC Fight Night 174, where Robert Whitaker won a decision from Darren Till, but they both kind of their stock both went up. If you ask me, and I think if you ask the UFC as well, Darren Till didn't lose any place in the rankings, and he didn't lose any respect in that loss.
No. We have definitely spoken about Darren Till and
Till,
and
No, that's
Whitaker
the last
and all
one we
them.
covered. Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
I think I would like to just give Derek Brunson a shout out for his fight against
Edmund Shahbazyan, yeah.
Shahbazyan. Because Darren Brunson looked like the old.
Darren Brunson, who are you talking about? You're talking about Darren Brown, the magician, bruh.
No, I'm talking about Derek Brunson, and I did use the Derek, if you don't mind.
Derelict my balls, bruh.
It always devolves and becomes more derelict with you. But no, I was going to say Derek Brunson looked good. He finally he was mixing up takedowns and striking and like just really good MMA that I haven't seen since the time he lost to Robert Whitaker on Robert Whitaker's rise through that through murderer's row of the middleweight division when Robert Whitaker was doing his rise.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I think Derek Brunson's back in a big way. I think he needs a big fight. Someone like a Hermanson. I think he's back.
he has got the new camp with Henry Hooft, and they actually leaked some footage that where Henry was like, no, you're not gatekeeper, you're a fucking champion, blah blah blah, and the way and how he's 3-0 at his new camp. He's 3-0 with his new coach.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Who else does Henry Hoof coach? It's not TJ.
Henry Hooft doesn't he? Well, let's check it out. We
I'll
can
pull that up quickly. But yeah, I'll pull that up quickly. But also, I mean, he is very famous for one of his fighters. I just need to check.
Isn't it? Who's? Oh, Duke Rufus is Anthony Pettis.
Duke Rufus is one of the best as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Henry Hooft, Gilbert Burns. There you go. So, and
there we go.
Kamaru Usman as well. I think.
Okay.
Yes, Kamaru Usman is Henry Hooft.
Seriously? Okay. Oh. Okay. Got it. All right, man. Well, let's.
Yeah.
Cool.
What?
This is enthralling stuff for the listeners.
No, just tell me about it.
the Bobby
we got
Green
this
fight
new
was also
setup,
pretty
and
good.
I don't really know what's going on right now.
That's all right.
So we
I'll
were
get back.
because we were talking now about Shahbazyan and
Derek.
and Derek
Darren
Brunson.
Brown, yeah.
Joanne Calderwood, Jennifer Meyer. Calderwood was supposed to be lined up to fight Valentina Shevchenko, and she got armbarred in the first round. In 4 minutes 29 seconds into the first round, and then another one is Vicente Luque, guys.
That fight was pretty decent.
yeah, versus Randy Brown. It was a very intense fight, but I mean, for me, Vicente Luque was in control of that fight the entire time.
The whole time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was his.
So it was almost like a slow cook. And then another one that's making headlines and people can't forget about these dudes is another very fun fight. How's this to start off? Was Lando Venata versus Bobby Green.
Bobby Green.
That was such an entertaining fight.
Yeah.
That's why Danny boy, I think you need to get with the times and start watching a bit of the prelims because they are highly entertaining, bro.
I've said that I do want to watch Bobby Green's next few fights just because of the way you guys have been riding him quite hard. Sorry, it's true.
Oh, alrighty.
And then I was gonna say with Vicente Luque, he always has interesting fights. There's never a dull moment. He's lost a few in his last 5 or 6, but it's always first round knockouts or.
Well, he really just lost a bad one to. Well, not a bad one. I mean, you can consider it a bad one
he lost
to
his
Stephen One Boy Thompson.
Yeah.
That was his last. I mean, then he beat Mike Perry, and then he's just beaten Randy Brown. He's on a tear, dude.
Yeah.
Well, he has got a loss recently against
Wonderboy.
and someone else. But
Hmm?
I'll pull it up just now. I'll come back to that. But I was going to also say, well, Joanne Calderwood was meant to fight Shevchenko. Are we agreeing that Jennifer Maher did her a favor? Because you don't
Yeah,
want to
I think so.
you don't wanna
Yeah.
fight Valentina Shevchenko.
Got to be honest with you. I think in terms of how I see it, I do see that as a favor. I think Jennifer Mayer would actually fare better against Valentina than Jojo would. And that's just being a genuine fight fan and someone who's watched the sport to know enough to say I think Jojo will still hold her own, but I think Jennifer Mayer would be better suited at that matchup right now.
Okay, and I do correct myself. Vicente Luque has only lost 2 in his last 10, and that was against guys like Wonderboy Thompson and Leon Edwards. So top of the pack.
Yeah, I mean these guys, killers, straight killers.
So
Yeah.
he's a real UFC fighter.
He's
beating guys like Perry, Nico Price, and Randy Brown.
100%. Oh, it's just too exciting. It's just too exciting. I can't wait for all this to unravel, all these matchups that you know we
Well,
anyway.
let's go through the last card with the Black Beast on it, and then we've got a massive few fights coming up this weekend.
Yeah,
Ooh,
100%.
yeah, this weekend's going to be brutal.
Okay, so should we start trying out some of our new windows that we've got here? So I've got that up. So did I even watch the prelim card? No, I don't even know if I did.
Oh, not a true fan.
They call it UFC. Do you know on the UFC website they call it UFC 254? Strange.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it is very strange. But here we go. Let's see.
I'm seeing that now. Oh, and then it goes into 252 the following week.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Was this event cancelled at some point due to Corona?
I'm not particularly sure, dude.
Yeah, that is interesting. Okay.
And it's the first fight back in Vegas after the start of Yas Island, eh?
After Yas Island, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do some research afterwards and find out why, but that is strange. I wonder if Ariel knows.
Okay.
Shout out Ariel.
So the one I wanted to point out, there was 2 fights really that I wanted to point out was Gavin Tucker versus Justin James at featherweight. That was such an amazing fight. It was this Gavin Tucker. You need to keep an eye on this dude. You must see this guy's tats. He's tatted all the way from the front. He's built like a short body, but seriously stocky, but has Muay Thai skills for days. And he just put on a clinic against Justin James, ended up getting a rear naked choke in the 3rd. But it was such beauty to watch. It was really, really a fantastic match to watch. Then the second one was Andrew Sanchez. Andrew Sanchez had a big rivalry. I can't remember who Andrew Sanchez has actually fought in the past. I don't know if I can actually
I'll pull it up
click.
quick.
Yeah.
I thought you said you didn't watch the prelims.
No, but I did. It was the last one. I ended up catching up. I can't help it but watch all of them. I've got 5 Pass now, so there's no reason for me not to.
Andrew Sanchez
versus Wellington Turman. And Wellington Turman came off a good win. It's actually quite funny. He's got Conor McGregor's got a gorilla on his chest with a crown. This guy's got a lion on his chest with a crown. And I'm like, that's eerily familiar. But
So,
Andrew
sorry.
Sanchez,
I'll,
wow,
I'll quickly.
what a knockout!
I'll quickly give you a bit of his background. The
Mm-hmm.
big names on his resume is he has a decision win against Khalil Roundtree
That's it.
in 2016, and he has a KO loss to Anthony Smith in 2017. And then he fought
Okay.
Marcus Perez and Marvin Vittori. He lost against.
Marvin Vittori, there we go. That was the one where they
October
had like
2019.
this shit talking contest, and it was glorious leading up to the fight, and it was just so much fun. I mean, but Marvin Vittori is like fast becoming one of my favorite fighters to watch.
He's entertaining, eh?
Oh, I absolutely enjoy watching him fight. Right, so I mean, you didn't really watch the prelims, so and then another one, the star of the prelims and the star of the whole show is a chap by the name of Kevin Holland, where he fought a guy named Joaquin Buckley, like this big burly wrestler monster, and he's kind of getting famous for his trash talk in the cage. He literally talks to you and is making jokes in the cage and is super relaxed. He's got a very O'Malley-esque type demeanor, super smooth, perfect straight cross, right cross, knocks the guy out in the third round beautifully. Just it was beautiful. 30 seconds in the third round, boom, clean as day. You need to go back and watch that fight. I'm disgusted. You need to watch it. These are such great fights. You need to watch the prelims, because the prelims on this card, that's what I meant to say earlier, is that the prelims on this card, I believe, were more entertaining than the main card itself. So, yeah.
Beautiful thought.
And then Tim Means, beautiful decision over Laureano Staropoli, who Tim Means is like, it's 23, 24 walks in the octagon. All right, main card.
Okay, well, I do want to watch Tim Means' next fight as well, because you guys have been talking about him. Benil Dariush fought.
Oh my goodness, this guy is on a tear.
Damn it.
He's on an absolute tear, and you know what the cool thing about Benil Dariush, he missed weight. He was 2 pounds over, and then post fight he said, you know what, it was been a crazy week. Sometimes I do things. He won by spinning back fist, knockout, and oh wait, Jared.
Yes?
Jared, we can't hear you, brother.
This is vintage.
Yeah, but yeah, Benil Dariush. Then he said he said, listen, if that's worth 50K, give it to him, because he missed weight. Very humble.
I'll talk about his tear quickly while we sort out the technical issues.
Yeah.
But there was a fight night.
Yeah.
So
There we go.
Am I? There you go.
There we go. I'm back.
You're
I
back,
said
baby.
it wasn't spinning back
It was
fist,
spinning
was
elbow.
spinning back
spinning back.
forearm.
Yeah, it was kind of like a spinning back forearm kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It was loud. It was like a
So
thunderbolt.
he rotated that way and he hit the guy with his.
Yeah,
both of
he
them.
Well,
obviously
it was like
just
on this part of his elbow.
Okay, yeah.
yes, it was
That was-
brutal.
Yeah, it was bad.
That counts as a spinning back falbo.
Yeah, because also Paul Felber as well. Paul Felder is notorious for the back spinning back elbow, back fist kind of situation.
He folds people over with his spinning back elbow. So in his last 6 fights, Benil Dariush has beat Thiago Moises, Drew Dober, Frank Camacho, Draka Klose, and Scott Holtzman. That was the spinning back fist.
Yeah.
Damn it, he's got out of those. Sorry, those are his last 5 fights, and he's won all 5, and he's got 4 finishes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this guy doesn't play games, and they all in the first and second round. Those finishes.
Yeah. Crazy,
Yep.
man. Crazy.
I've watched a few of those. He's excellent.
Yeah,
He needs to go.
100%.
You know, the problem with him missing weight is that he probably doesn't get quite the respect he deserves in terms of moving up the rankings. And I can't say I disagree, but it has been lockdown, so people do have a few extra pounds. I mean, I know.
Yeah, even me. I mean, well, geez, dude, you've been tuning me for talking about everybody's weight during this lockdown, and now you're talking
the
about
ladies, just protecting the ladies. I'm kidding.
Then
Carry on. You were talking about Daraj.
where Daraj or Benil Dariush?
I call him
Both.
Daraj.
He was speaking about both.
What
about
Marab
Yana
Davashvili?
You know, and I see Yana Kunitskaya on the card. Whenever I see that name, I just think of the day that Cyborg opened up a can of beating on it.
Yeah, that's true.
It was horrible.
But
to
now,
watch. Sorry,
but
that's
now
true.
she's got Thiago Santos in her corner. Yeah,
Not bad.
and they're training together. And yeah, look, it was and I remember this Julia Stoliarenko from the Ultimate Fighter, and just a bunch of noises, man. It was a very boring decision.
Okay.
You get what I mean with a bunch of noises. Bah!
It was like a tennis match.
Yeah, especially, and you know, the Apex doesn't do them any favors.
No bodies to absorb all that sound.
Yeah. But yeah, look, Yana Kunitskaya, she got a win. She's but bantamweight, that's 35. I don't see her any time soon taking on the Lioness.
Lion.
No.
So like,
None at all.
I think women's bantamweight, and I hate to be this guy, but I feel at the moment any bantamweight card in the women's division is a main card filler, because there's no she doesn't have any challenges.
Yeah, no.
Her only challenge is Valentina, and she's fought Valentina twice at bantamweight, and both have been very close decisions.
Decisions.
There's just no one for her.
There's just no one for her.
I mean, get her in there with Henry Cejudo. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, no, we need to get that intergender championship going.
No. I know I started it, but when you said intergender, we have to stop right there.
Yeah. Well, listen, he said it, not me. I'm just repeating. I'm not creating. But all right.
Let's move on.
Okay, just
Tap
calm.
out.
Just calm down.
Henry,
Right.
if you wanna cancel someone, Henry Cejudo tweeted it.
Yeah.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Okay, so then we've got we have
Darren
Pitolo.
Swartz.
Maki Pitolo versus Darren Stewart. I swear, Maki Pitolo, he fought like 2-3 weeks ago, and it was a tough fight, and he came out on top.
He's the Hawaiian, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys are just jumping in the cage every 2-3 weeks now. What's the story?
Money.
Don't they have to be healthy? Yeah, I know it's money, but I think you're only allowed 4 fights a year.
Yeah, but how's this guy? He's a knockout artist, and then Pitolo, I think he's known for his ground game, or I don't know, I can't remember, but I know Darren Stewart. He's not known for known as the dentist for no reason.
Cheapers.
And he gets his first pro sub.
Wow.
Just
And
in round one as well.
It was just an opportune moment where the neck was exposed, and he managed to capitalize. And it was one of those high elbow guillotine situations, but then where he was very clever to go from high elbow to adjust, to pull, to push. He didn't have him locked in the guard, or didn't have his leg wrapped or anything. It was just an opportune. There's the neck.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold it as much as I can. Oh shit, the high elbow is not working. I'm going to quickly switch palm to palm and see what happens. And boom, he got the tap.
Just got it, yeah.
He got the rear naked choke.
No, it was a guillotine.
Okay. So he switched arms for in.
No. So it was in a takedown. The guy was attempting a takedown, but
Okay.
in the takedown, he exposed his neck. So he
Yes.
got the under the neck.
Solo came under.
No. Darren Stewart came under. Oh, but
Sorry, so got you. Yeah.
yeah, Patolo's going for the takedown. Darren Stewart got the neck,
Yeah.
but he went high elbow.
Yes, he just hoyed that elbow
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, but then
gonna watch it
he
again.
didn't get enough power, and then he made a very quick decision and say, listen, this is not gonna do me well if I keep going with a high elbow. He's gonna wiggle himself out. Managed to make a quick adjustment, and boom, kept it.
Yeah. But it also sounded like he came into that fight with like a lot of purpose and a lot of anger and frustration that he wanted to let out on someone. And obviously just Patulo was just the person that had to receive that because of his mate that
Giroud, who got killed by his own
Yeah.
brother. Can you believe it?
Oh God.
So he was just like,
Yeah.
I'm letting out my anger the best way I know how, and that's in the cage.
Yeah,
So
crazy, man.
Did Darren's mate get killed by his own brother?
Yeah, stabbed by his own brother.
Are they American?
English, British.
They're British.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy,
that's
man.
A horrible story.
his mate
Yeah.
was a fighter as well, wasn't he? Or boxer?
It was a boxer. He was a boxer.
Yeah.
But anyway, we must move on because
He's hectic,
we
yeah.
haven't even finished this card, and we've got a card to predict and to look
Yo.
forward to. So quickly, Akmari Akhmedov versus Chris Weidman. Look, the first round was great for me, and then it got sloppy. Hey,
Yeah.
that was
Jesus.
it was. I had it 19 going into the third, and Chris Weidman managed to do just a little bit more than the other guy. It was quite a sloppy affair. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not a fighter. I will say that every time, but it wasn't not attractive mixed martial arts by any stretch
No,
of the
it wasn't.
imagination. But the aim of the game, Daniel, was
To win.
He got that W.
He got the W, but
Yeah.
like you say, it looked sloppy, and you're not a fighter. I've seen you on Friday nights very sloppy, and I said, "Gareth, fight through this," and you made it. Okay,
And he still got the win. so
I
it's
made
fine.
it. I made it, brother.
and you got the
I
L
got
in
the
some-
W every time, bro.
Some of those Saturday nights, you got the L as well.
I know, bro.
Played
What's
by
going
9
on?
o'clock. But you know,
Yeah.
I have to banter you I have to banter you on the show because it's Corona. I can't banter you around the bracket.
100%. Well, yeah.
I thought Chris should possibly have retired, but I think when you at his age and you've got a devastating loss, but then you come back and get a win, something maybe inside him wants to see if he can do another fight. And I think maybe there's a Chris Weidman, Luke Rockhold rematch happening here somewhere in the future. And both guys went up to light heavyweight, didn't work out well at 205. There's very heavy hitters up there. They got put against top opposition, which wasn't. I mean, you don't want to someone like Jan Blachowicz. You rather don't have your 205 debut versus a guy like him. But after this, Chris Weidman, when I see Luke Rockhold wants to come back.
Hey, listen, speaking, listen, I don't want to interrupt you, Dan, but think about how's this after Jan Blachowicz TKO's Corey Anderson, he signed a multi-fight deal to Bellator without even finishing his fight deal. It turns out he approached the UFC and they obliged. They said, fine, you can go to Bellator. How is that? But I find that almost like a slap in the face almost.
Yeah.
Well, if you've still got a fight on your contract and then you sign a deal without first asking, that is a slap in the face.
No, I think it's a slap in the face. I'm saying for the fact that he was honest.
okay.
He did this underhanded stuff, and he was like, "I just want to go to Bellator," and they're like, "Fine," as in like they dismissed any sort of maybe star power that he had or anything to that effect. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's kind of slapped them in the face first. So for them to go, look, we're not losing our biggest star.
Yeah,
Look,
sure.
Just to be fair, he's not a draw.
No.
I think Luke Rockhold probably pulls bigger numbers than Chris
Sure.
Weidman also probably pulls bigger numbers than a guy like Jan Blachowicz. He's a great fighter, but he's just not there yet. And I think he got a bit lucky against Corey Anderson. He's a great fighter, but I think he was an underdog for me anyway. And I think Corey Anderson's got more of a chance to have a title run in that division, especially without John Bones Jones
Yeah.
while he's away.
Yeah.
Amazing times, amazing times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Look,
sorry,
I mean,
so just
yeah.
carry on. Go for it.
No, well, just going back to the Chris Weidman situation. I think he's not gonna. For instance, if I had to have a conversation with Chris Weidman, I'd be Joe Rogan talking to Brendan Sharp.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
you're not gonna
No,
beat. You're not gonna
100%,
make
but-
another run to the title looking like that.
Yeah. No.
Right. And I'm not in his shoes, and he obviously does this to earn money, and he earns good money doing it. Whereas
Yeah.
Luke Rockholder's got a career on the side because he works for. It's not Hugo Boss. It's not Prada. It's it's
Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, Ralph Lauren. Yeah.
That's it.
So
But he's coming back, old Rockhold.
yeah. But I just think so. I want both of them to retire, but it's just because I don't like seeing guys that I used to really love getting knocked out like that. And I
Being
think,
sloppy. Yeah.
Yeah, and Weideman, he might say to me, no, fuck off, I was tired. You know what I mean? So it's just that I think guys need to win and then retire, like the way George St. Pierre did it, and not everyone can do that. So I think I've obviously in my head I idolize them, and they're actually just human beings that also just they need that adrenaline dump. They probably get bored of sitting at home and they say, damn it, let me get back in the ring, you know?
Yeah, I hear you. Shit, man. You got me keen to go watch some fights now, bro.
But I suppose, let's see. I like it when a guy wins his fight and puts his gloves down, but these guys, they don't stay retired for long. I mean, sometimes they retire and they're back next week. They look at Vitor Belfort.
Yeah. Well,
Once
Vitor, it
once
depends.
you've had that W, you want that W back, eh?
Yeah, but also Vitor left. Vitor left the UFC because he couldn't take TRT anymore. Now TRT, Vitor's back, baby.
Wait, why is he taking TRT?
Well, I mean, remember, that's why Bisping hates him so much, because he got a head kicked by TRT Vitor and lost an eye.
Yes, I know, but why is TRT Vito back? Or is he back just because he's been gymming?
No,
like
he's
a month?
fighting, bro. He's been signed to like one championship, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. And he put his gloves down in the ring, and then he was back the next week.
Yeah.
Kicking ass. But, I suppose in one, he can take testosterone replacement and be fine.
Yeah.
No one will mind. But that takes. I mean, so let's see what's next for Chris Weidman. I'm glad him and Rockhold are just doing the extra work and cutting the extra weight and fighting at 185 because 205 is murderer's row for guys like that. They're just in between. They're sort of that 195 sort of fighter. They're big middleweight, but they're not really ready for the guys at 205, in my opinion.
Yeah. No,
Even
for
though
sure.
I don't think we really saw Luke Rockhold at his best. I think at his best he could fight at 205 and really do some damage up there. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Chris Weidman, and that takes us on to my balls was hot.
My balls was hot. All right, let's get that up again. We got Derek Lewis versus Alexa Oleinik. Man, it was how, I mean, he got caught in a bulldog choke for quite some time in the first round.
Jeez. And then second round, he was like almost. Oh yeah, no, that was the first round where he was like so close to actually tapping. He's like, I could not breathe until that
Yeah, it's true.
bell went.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, but
Oh, so-
I mean, we'll get to the post-fight interview.
Yeah, look, that was
that's
the
thing.
best.
I saw the fight. I saw the choke, but I loved the way he just waited. It's like- but apparently he had an amazing a post-fight interview where, okay, he told Paul Felder something. I saw that.
Well, I mean, there's been lots of speculation, but at the end of the day, what happened is what I expected. I expected Black Beast to go out there and knock out Alexa
Annihilate.
Oleinik.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I
also-
expected. And I also anticipated that he was going to get caught in some weird and wonderful choke, but that Oleinik was also going to gas himself out in the squeeze. So everything happened that I essentially had predicted. So my predictions have not been great of late. So I'm happy I got one under the belt, and I didn't. I must be honest. I think I chipped in against Weidman on this one. I don't even know if I did a prediction, but
it's fine. You're a header.
Yeah. I'm not.
Did you even see Oleinik? Did you even see Oleinik give a little bit of a lach when he just couldn't get him to tap? He's just like, I'm trying everything, and this guy is just
no. That's a thick boy, bro.
Yes, there's like can't do any harm, bro.
Yeah.
Cheapers.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he told Paul Felder in no uncertain terms that he needed to use the men's lavatory.
Exactly. But a lot of people are like, I listened to Bisping's podcast today, and Bisping was of the opinion that obviously Black Beast had planned that. And I was like, duh, of course he knows to do it just at the right time and to make it funny. His comedic timing is on point.
He's funny.
His comedic timing's brilliant.
I think also when you get in a fight and you get kicked in the stomach and you're rolling around on the ground, you do need to use the men's afterwards.
It was so funny.
I mean, there have been incidents in the octagon where people have relieved themselves unknowingly as well. So
they weren't always
yeah.
Just because your stomach, you got to wiggle this way and try get out of that hold and wiggle that way, and sometimes
exactly.
Bisping explained to Michael on his podcast.
I totally took it as like him just timing it perfectly and making a big joke of it.
Yeah, no, he timed it perfectly.
I agree, and he knows that people look at Black Beast's interviews. So maybe his fight gets 100,000 views on the UFC channel on YouTube, but his interview gets 1 million views because it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's a really good way of branding as well, and
hey,
more
listen,
people are going to watch his next fight.
And he's not very far away from. He could. There's a couple in line for a title shot, but he's on a bit of a stretch. And the heavyweights, you know that you knock out just one or two people, and you're in line for a title shot, depending on where you are. So Derek Lewis is back up there. I mean, he's had some wins. So I mean, I'm very stoked to know that he's going to be up there.
Yeah, I'm also stoked for him, and Oleinik is dangerous on the ground. So
yeah,
he's
bro,
gotten out of a sub there.
Jeez, yeah.
Finished, and if I'm not mistaken, he's finished the fight. Yeah, and also he's got a very impressive win. Look, it wasn't impressive, but anyone who has a win over Francis Ngannou, you have to look at them in a different light. It's definitely up.
I was gonna say they should fight up again.
Well, that's essentially what a lot of people are saying. There are a lot of people are saying it's time to maybe reboot that matchup to see
I think
how
so.
it is now.
It would be brutal.
I would watch that any day, even if they don't throw any
definitely,
punches
without a doubt. I mean,
because of the fact of the two names on the card, but I think the promoter's a bit wary of it.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, to be honest, even though it was a shitty, boring fight, I was on my toes the entire time I watched it the first time.
If someone gets clipped, it's bedtime.
Yeah, exactly. But listen, but also judging, I think Francis is almost in a position where he's like, I've got something to prove. Fuck you guys. And he came out and blitzed Rosenstrike and got a knockout. So now everybody's going, oh my God, he's like he's a human wrecking ball. And nobody wants to fight him. So it's going to be interesting. And I think Cormier, and obviously this is something that we're going to discuss now for the main card, is I think that's Cormier is very happy that if he wins, he gets to retire and he never has to face Francis. Because Stipe, dude, I mean, I watched the first embedded today. It's Stipe. I mean, you just go look at it. Stipe he doesn't look like the heavyweight champion of the world. He's so unassuming. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Everything I've seen about the build up to this is him chilling on a couch or just relaxing, and I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah. And he's got a new haircut, and it's
so chill.
that
So
long-
because
that
he's got
lockdown-
no,
that-
he's got a
that
new
lockdown
kid.
middle path.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, he's in terms of the way he looks, he's looked the best he's ever looked. He's skinny,
Well,
dude.
Also, I mean, Cormier and Stipe, they're just, both of them are just really like hell of a nice guy. When you talk to them or when you watch them when they get interviewed.
Yeah.
And that's why you don't think of the baddest man on the planet to be such a nice guy, especially I think Daniel Cormier for me. And just going back to your point where you say Cormier, if he wins, he gets to retire without facing Francis. Good for him. I don't wish.
Yeah. Can you imagine Stipe? Maybe he might have to fight. For instance, if Stipe loses on Saturday, he might have to fight Francis for the interim.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So I mean, that's a
if-
possibility.
Well,
Yeah. if
either
Stipe's
way,
gonna stay in the game.
one of those guys are screwed.
Well, you gotta think. You gotta think about poor oaks like Curtis Blades, who's fought Francis twice.
Yeah, cheapers.
And then there's another. I suppose we'll get to it, but Dos Santos fights Rosenstreich, which is incredibly good matchup in my opinion.
Well,
And
look,
maybe-
yeah, let's talk about that. I mean, we slowly but surely chipping away at the card. In any event, we'll end with a bang with the heavyweight championship. But yeah, that is a point. Rosenstreich 10-1 for his only loss being literally 30 seconds in the first round to I think this is going to be a good test. This is going to because I don't think Junior is going to rush him.
No.
Yeah, look,
I don't know,
I
it's
think
gonna be an
I think
interesting
Junior-
one.
I think both of them might have some post-traumatic stress disorder in there.
Well, they both just lost to Francis.
Yeah.
Like shit.
It's not like losing a decision against a karate guy like Thompson, or it's you got clipped and your lights went out for a very long time.
Yeah.
When you woke up, you just saw the highlights of this massive Cameroonian knocking you the fuck out.
Yeah. I mean,
nice.
for instance, like if I had to be categorized at my current weight, and if I had to cut 15 pounds, I'd still be heavyweight. So, so like, if no.
Look, if I had to cut weight, I'd have to fight Conor McGregor. So we can now put that hashtag in, but I don't want to.
Yeah. No, but I mean, no thanks, and it's quite chill. Thanks very much. But okay, so yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. That's the third fight on the main card. Then we've got another one. Merab is coming back off a mother of a win. I can't remember who he beat. Who did he beat? Merab Dvashvili. Maybe you can.
I can whip it up.
Dvalishvili, and he's fighting John Dodson. I mean, this is like a Ultimate Fighter alum, one of the
Gustav Lopez.
Hey? Okay,
Was it
so
Gustav Lopez?
so John Dodson is a little bit of a bigger name, but shoot, and he's a wrestler at the same time. So that's going to be an interesting one. It's going to if Merab manages to get past him, he's going to get a sooner top 15 guy. I think so. But for me, what I'm super excited for, do you ever remember there was a fight that was stopped fairly early because the guy was playing games and he got like head kicked, but that he blocked? Ion Kutalaba versus Magomed Ankalaev. And
Yeah.
He was pretending to be wobbled when he got kicked.
yes. But remember at the
And the referee
weigh-ins,
saw
the
him
guy
wobbling, yeah.
at the weigh-ins, he like literally ran his opponent over and was being a complete tit, and then was being a tit when he entered the cage as well. Then got head kicked,
But he
acted
blocked the head
all.
kick and he acted wobbled.
Yes. And then the fight got called because he was out on his feet.
Yeah.
And
he
now
asked the
it's
ref,
been
what are you
called.
doing?
Yeah.
And he said to the ref, that's a tactic that I use
Exactly.
to make the opponent rush
I didn't
in.
see this. When was this?
Well,
You
that's
just go
AKA
watch
don't be a puss, be lacquer.
Yeah, I
Cheapers.
think it was Karma as well. He was a bit of a
No, and he's a bit of a dick. Yes, no, but listen, he gets an opportunity. It was called a no contest.
No.
Oh no, wait! It was called a loss. It was called a loss.
Yeah.
So now this is the opening fight of the main card. Holy shit! Strap on your seatbelts, please, people, because this is gonna be
this
fireworks.
week is going to be interesting. The weigh-ins and all that.
Okay, so then the co-main event. Listen,
I
this
mean,
is a
Sugar
banger.
Sean.
This is a banger.
Oh.
Marlon Chito Vera versus Sean O'Malley.
I have to back my
Can't
boy
say
O'Malley,
I'm
yeah.
not absolutely frothing for this fight.
But
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Can we quickly go back? Do you realize that the fight where he was rocked was at light heavyweight against the same guy, Magomed Ankilov?
Yeah, they're running it
Okay,
back
so it's a rematch. It's a
Yeah.
rematch. Okay.
because of
Sorry, I
the
thought he
controversial
had moved
stoppage.
on.
They're running it right back.
Wait, I need.
I'm
When
in-
was
I'm
this?
all into that
I
fight.
need to see
I'm
it.
all in.
Yeah.
And they're light heavyweight.
Yeah.
That guy can go on a run. At the moment, light heavyweight. I mean, if John Jones is out and Jan Blachowicz has gone to Bellator, light heavyweight's a little bit open. You still got Corey Anderson. He's coming off a loss. You know what I mean?
Fucking, I'm right there with you, brother. I'm there with you.
Back to Sugar Sean.
back
I'm
to
very
Sugar
excited for
Sean.
this one.
Listen,
Oh,
I don't think there's anybody in this world that isn't kind of rooting for Sugar Sean. But
Because-
on the other hand,
of
I've been a fan of Chito Vera for a long time, and he's had some tough goes in his career. I mean, the last oak, I thought he was gonna steamroll, and I don't think he lost his last. He won his last one, and then he lost the one before.
He lost his last one against Song Yadong, and he won against Andre Ewell before that.
Yeah, Andre Ewell is an absolute killer, and then Song Yadong, I think that was that overhand right. It was a knockout in the first or second.
It was a decision. He got a knockdown, but it was a decision win. I think this is the one on May 16th, so this is a very recent one.
Okay.
The one you're thinking about is the win when he went with a TKO.
Did he
round
lose to
3.
Song Yadong?
Yes.
Oh shit. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think O'Malley just I've rewatched that Eddie Wineland knockout. There was 3 feints in that combination that landed in one shot connecting that knocked him out.
I've been watching that
This
too.
guy's got crazy footwork,
I'm excited
crazy
to
feints.
see what he's going to pull out.
His
I'm a big
spinning
Sugar
attacks
Sean
on.
fan.
Yeah, we're all Dick Riders.
Even me.
Are we all Dick Riders?
Yeah.
Sugar
I
Sean
am.
Dick Riders.
We all Sugar Sean Dick Riders, but I think the best thing
Yep.
about him is his haircut at the moment.
Oh man,
Ooh, you mean hair color?
do you, no.
Has he had a haircut?
No, not
I
a
haven't seen
haircut.
this.
You know what I mean?
The haircut for Eddie Wineland was Tekashi 6ix9ine. The hair color for this fight is the where's Marlon from?
Oh, Marlon Vera is he Brazilian?
No,
Oh,
he's not. He's from
Ecuadorian.
Ecuador. It's the Ecuador colors: yellow, blue, and yeah, he's from
Oh,
Ecuador.
amazing. This guy's cocky,
Yeah,
but he's
nah,
12 and 0. I mean,
it's crazy, dude.
so would you say this is Sugar Sean's sort of
Coming out
highest
party.
ranked opponent that he's fought?
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely the most definitely the most dangerous opponent that he's
yeah.
fighting. Yeah, without a doubt.
I would say so.
Um,
Eddie Wineland was, and now he's just moved right up. He keeps getting these first round knockouts, so you can't really deny him a shot against somebody like Vera.
No, 100%, and I think he's going to do well. I foresee it possibly going to a decision. I don't see any I mean, you can't. I mean, if he gets another knockout, he's on Conor trajectory. Because then he's knocking out everybody, and then he's calling it like he is. That's Conor.
You know what?
Well, I'm
else he's
keen
got?
to see another Connor to come up, so I'm
all
stoked
in.
for that to happen.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
There's a
Do
few
you
of
know
them.
what else? Well, do you know what else? Well, we've got a few unbeaten guys that I suppose that's another discussion. But I suppose Sean O'Malley, you know what he went to go and say? Cody Garbrandt wants a belt, so he's fighting Figueiredo. Now, this is unconfirmed, but
Yeah.
there's a couple sources saying that Cody Garbrandt's fighting Figueiredo for the flyweight belt. So Sugar Sean opened his mouth and said, listen, this guy's just scared of me.
Sure. Hectic. Okay, but they that's amazing.
He's cocky.
That's
He's
amazing.
cocky
Yeah, he's
for
super
his
cocky,
sort of-
dude.
For what
That's
he's done. I
amazing.
mean, Cody's a former champion and he's fought guys like Dillashaw. So anyway, we'll see.
Absolutely.
We'll see what happens with Sugar Sean's rise.
Okay,
On to
well then
main-
then the next one is the burning question, boys.
Who are you calling?
It's a tough one.
I'm gonna. It is the toughest call you'll ever have, and I think this fight carries with it not only the heavyweight strap, but also possibly, arguably, the title of greatest heavyweight of all time.
100%.
Who else? Yeah.
I'm going Stipe.
So
I feel
you're
he's going to
Stipe.
take it.
You're
Yeah.
going Stipe. Okay. In the first fight, Cormier knocks him out from the clinch. In the second fight, Stipe gets a TKO with body punches. And, this time I think we're going to see a fired up Stipe, a Cormier that's a little bit older, a little bit wiser. He's going to come in a little bit lighter. And he's going to condition his abs like a beast before this fight, I think. Because he's going to expect...
The
Stipe
only
to-
way to beat Daniel Cormier is to attack the body.
Well,
'cause you're
John
not gonna
Jones
knock
would
him out.
disagree, but or take steroids and kick him in the head.
Yeah. But
Okay,
I think Daniel's
So,
going to
Dan,
take
you're
this
going
one.
for DC.
I'm going to go for Cormier, and I think he's going to come in seriously conditioned. I think Stipe's always got the reach advantage. Stipe's conditioning was better in the last fight, but I'm going to go for DC, even though I've seen him clapping a few hot dogs and burgers. I think he's gonna come in super
That Popeye's chicken.
And I think he's going to catch Stipe in with like a second round knockout. Again, I think DC this time. What do you think about that?
I wouldn't mind who wins. It would be great for DC to win, and then he can finally say cheers and lay it down and stick to commentating stuff. But
Big payday.
I think I've just got a feeling Stipe is going to take it.
It's such a tight one. No one can really.
Listen, if Stipe takes it, then he is undoubtedly the greatest heavyweight in history.
Yeah.
And that cannot be taken away from him. So, boom, that's it. Thanks for playing.
I mean,
that's all we
and
need.
I think the same can be said for Daniel. He
Daniel
hasn't beat
didn't.
Francis Ngannou, but he hasn't had to. He's beat the guy that beat Francis Ngannou.
No, that's very true. And he would have beat him twice if he does. That's very true. And I think Stipe beats Francis again anyway.
Look, I mean, their resumes. I think Stipe beats Francis again as well. Their resumes are just incredible, both of them. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly pull it up.
So do you think if DC loses, he won't retire? He'll keep going until...
No. If he loses,
retires.
he's still gonna retire.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you think this is the final fight?
Yeah.
So on Stipe's record, he's got names like, he's beat Junior Dos Santos, although he has a loss against him as well. He's beat Arlovsky, Mark Hunt, Alistair Overeem, Ngannou, and he's beaten Daniel Cormier now. So those are massive names. And then on Daniel Cormier's resume, I'm only going to look at heavyweight for now. He's beaten Derek Lewis, the Black Beast. He's beaten Stipe. And if you go a bit further down in history, where he fought at heavyweight before,
He was unbeaten at heavyweight before going to light heavyweight. Do you know the reason? I mean, obviously,
kicked ass,
for the
basically.
listeners, do you know the reason why Cormier went to light heavyweight?
Oh yeah,
Because he vowed never to fight his best friend, Cain Velasquez.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But now, I think maybe after, he vowed never to fight Kane, and he knew that he could drop to 205, even though it's very hard for a big boy like DC.
Yeah.
He never wanted to fight Kane, and Kane was a long-time champion at that point.
Yeah.
So DC was unbeaten at both light heavyweight until he ran into Johnny Bones Jones. Who was
So we're gonna get
absolutely
so
screaming from needles.
we've got it. Got it. It's out in the. Okay, what's that, Jay?
I see DC's got one no contest. What was that for?
John Jones.
John Jones was
Was that the
roided
John
to
Jones?
the
Yeah, he
gills.
roided up. Roided up
Oh,
Jones'
okay.
head kick. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And also at the time, he took the no contest because what it meant is that he would still have the belt because Jones fought for the light heavyweight title. And if
That's
you
debatable.
Well, no, if you fight for a belt, you make
No, but
less money than if you fight
Yeah.
as a champion. So DC, it was a financial decision.
Yeah.
Also, you're not going to take a loss over a no contest if it's offered to you.
No, 100%. 100%. So a new segment for you guys.
For the listeners.
For us.
Because I mean that's this weekend. So you're gonna tune into
That's it.
to Stipe
Stipe.
versus
You're talking about
DC3,
Stipe the
baby.
Bushmanger.
That was me saying 3. I just wanted to say 3. Stipe DC3. St3.
For the listeners, we just wanted to shout out to Matt Holly and Scallywag Chili, and we wanted to talk about the burns. So this
burn.
segment's called the burns.
Indeed. Well, also as a result, he made this awesome artwork that we have nowadays, boys.
We need to
So-
get like a little sound clip that goes burn
There we go.
or something, you know.
Just Gilbert Burns breathing very heavily.
There we go. We've got a Volkanovski.
So,
So talk us through it, my man.
okay, so I assume that this is the first
It
time
is
we're
up.
doing
It
this
is up.
section.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Well, I mean, literally, an image says 1,000. It literally
Yeah.
says, "Come on, son, let me tell you a story." And he's got Cejudo with Alexander Volkanovski's new children's book on his knee. It is sensational.
Reading him a little bedtime story. It's so great.
I'm
It's
assuming
amazing.
that one of his fans has just chopped Cejudo's head onto his kid, and he's just gone with it. And he's reading him a book called Alexander the Great.
Yep,
The
that's
background
right.
of- the
Oh, what? I
background, of
mean,
course-
listen, you sent it to me, bud.
No. So I'm saying the background, of course, for this picture is Cejudo's running around calling himself Triple C because he's got
Yes.
his Olympic wrestling medal. He's won the title at flyweight and he's won the title at bantamweight. And he says he could beat Volkanovski and take the featherweight strap to become quadruple C. But I have to be honest and say that I think Volkanovski would kick his ass, and I approve of this picture.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, so we're gonna go. Yeah, Burns Zabit. So give us the background here, and I'll pull it up.
Okay, so this is actually a video, but if you can't play it, that's fine. You'll see everything you need to know in the
Okay.
in the still. So Zabit Magomed Sharipov is quite an elite featherweight in the top 5, and so is Yair. But Yair ran away when he was meant to fight Zabit, and Zabit ran away when he was meant to fight Yair. So now it's Yair's turn to say, "Are you scared?" And then Zabit blocked him.
Okay.
So
Okay, we're gonna view it quickly. Okay, 3,
Okay,
2,
go
1, we're going.
Yair's obviously playing some sort of drum and Spanish music in the background, and Zabit's face is chopped onto a little pug, a little ugly pug.
It says, "Why did you block me?"
So if you block Yair, be careful because he's
Yeah,
gonna do something
and then
stupid
it's
and you will
Yair
see it.
burns a beat too, bro.
Okay, so he burnt him twice. Then he went onto Twitter. Oh no, there's something.
Yes,
wrong
he
with
has
that.
got some game on this on this game, eh? This is
I
a
do
Twitter
apo-
game, okay?
Yeah, but now the link's not working for me.
No, it is, yeah. It says, "Sit down and wait for me the way you've been waiting.
Been waiting.
You will
You'll
get
get
a
a
real
good
good taste of my big Mexican bowl soon enough." and since when did you become the shit talker? That you or your manager, either way, you'll both wait for me like the little dogs.
Little dog.
Oi!
With the link to the-
And
yeah,
then
with the link to the video.
yeah. And then it's him doing an Imanari kind of, it's a highlight reel of him with his crazy kicks.
Maybe.
Crazy. Awesome, dude. I fucking love that. All right, and then the next one is Askren Burns Logan Paul. Jeez,
Okay,
dude, are we
so-
doing
so-
too many for our first episode? What the hell?
Yeah. Well, so the background to this, Logan Paul thought he was quite cool because he went he's a YouTuber and very successful.
Yeah.
And he went and did a boxing match against KRS, right?
Yeah.
And I think he lost the match, but he's obviously made a couple million from it, massive viewership. These guys, I think when you've got 1 billion followers on YouTube,
Yeah.
any boxing match you do is going to be big. But now he's opened his beck and said that he will give $10,000 to any influencer who can beat him in a wrestling match. So
$10,000 to any influencer who can beat me in a wrestling match, and then Funky goes, "I'll pin you in less than a minute, bad hip and all." Yeah, that's hilarious.
Funky burned him, but Funky got burned back. If you go to the next one.
Okay, I'll go to Logan Paul burns the pussy.
Sorry, you're not meant to use the P word on this one.
Okay, well, don't send that to me then, bro.
Yeah, he burnt the P out of him back, and he put a screenshot of how fast did Ben Askren get knocked out, and it says 5 seconds on the Google.
Oh no! Oh no, that's amazing.
Rich snippet.
No, the caption says, "Chill." Chill. How fast did Ben Askren get knocked out? 5 seconds. Oh man, that's some great bandage. Eh? And then other news, Gambrit says he's back and Connor gets engaged. Yeah, let's actually get a little Connor love up there, even though he's a
Keyword again. No, so I don't know if you're showing this, but Jorge
Here we go.
Masvidal.
what a beautiful birthday! Lucky charms, lucky charms.
So look, thank you to Scallywag for the lovely art, and that's why we did some burns. This isn't a burn. This is just Masvidal saying 6 days, 20 pounds, flew to Vegas, then Abu Dhabi, fought the champ, created damage. Now he's out for some time. I've been fine since I got back. Time to move the division forward. Super necessary. So in a way, he is burning Usman there, and then
In a polite way.
and then Connor got engaged. So I suppose Connor's burning the old man in the bar when he gets engaged.
That's
like that.
it.
Such a belter.
But then here we got 6 days, 20 pounds, flew to Vegas to Abu Dhabi, fought the champ, created the damage. He's out for a minute. I've been ready since I got back. Time to move the division forward. Your move. # super necessary. Fuck yeah, Jorge Masvidal.
Well, yeah, that's where he's burning Usman. Yeah,
Yeah, dude, that's amazing.
yeah, lekker.
Yeah, like it. I think that's it, boys.
Thanks for the burn, Scallywag.
Yeah, that was thanks for.
Burns.
Oh, was that brought to you by Scallywag?
Yeah,
those
burns by
were brought to you
Scallywag.
Scallywag, yeah.
Oh, geez, social media burns brought to you by Scallywag Chili. Do you know what? If you had have told me that I would have had a bottle right next to me. But
No,
anyway.
it's fine. We'll keep. I'll tell you what. Just because Scallywag's a good mate and he's an excellent artist, we'll keep the section.
No,
We'll keep that
100%.
segment
Yeah.
because,
Fantastic.
Burns by
Dylan-
Scallywag.
Dylan Dennis will be back. Cody Garbrandt will be back. These motherfuckers are burning each other every week.
100%, dude. Dudes, that was so entertaining. It was super fun. It was great to catch up. Lots of fights to look forward to. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. I cannot wait.
Oh, it's going to be brutal.
We're going to try and get together. There's also so much to look forward to. Comes out, I smash everybody. Give me money. And there's lots to look forward to. Guys like that. But this weekend, Stipe versus DC. Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Chita Vera. And a blistering card. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, it's gonna be
Amazing.
good.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, cheers, Dan.
All right. Thank you so much, boys. It's good to see ya. This is From the Corner. We're out, baby. Good night.
From the corner.
Sometimes your stock is just higher.
Telling you that's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's probably one of the worst things I've ever heard. Let's move on.
Just like that.